Do you want results like this? Then this video is for you, because in this video I will show you exactly how I've been using GridBots to generate passive income and accumulate profits over the past 5 years. GridBots, like the name already suggests, work by creating a grid consisting of buy and sell orders at your specified price range and then executing trades in this range. We can simulate GridBots by using my GridBots simulator script that is available on TradingView. The first two parameters are the lower limit and upper limit, which simply define the range where the grid will be created. Let's use $15,000 as our lower limit and $25,000 as the upper limit. Then we have to define how many grids should be placed, also called levels. For simplicity, let's do 20. The levels will now be equally split across the range, and all levels that are above the current price will be placed as sell orders, and all levels that are below the current price will be placed as buy orders. When you start a GridBot, all levels will be immediately placed as limit orders. Because the bot places both sell and buy orders, we need to have both currencies when starting the bot. You can see on the chart that the price is in the upper range of our grid, meaning we have more buy orders than sell orders. In this example, we have a total of 20 grids consisting of 5 sell orders above the current price, 15 buy orders below the current price. This means if we were to start with $1,000, we need to have 25% of that in Bitcoin for the sell orders, 75% of that in USDT for the buy orders. To prevent the bot from buying and selling for the same price and making a 0% profit trade, or even a losing trade if the trading fees are higher, the closest level will be ignored, which we can simulate by checking the hide closest level box in the script settings. You can still start this bot only using USDT, but the bot will allocate the funds as needed in the background, meaning that in this case it will use 250 USDT to buy Bitcoin at the market price. Now that we have generated our grid, let's see how the bot executes trades and generates profit. Let's say that after starting our GridBot, the price went up to the first sell level. Once reached, the sell order will be executed, which sells a tiny portion of our Bitcoin in profit. The bot will then place a new buy order one level below. If the price keeps increasing and hits another sell level, the bot will again make a profit by selling Bitcoin at a higher price and then place another buy order one level below. If the price now decreases and hits a buy order, it will use the USDT allocated to the bot to buy Bitcoin. This will not make an immediate profit because we're only buying Bitcoin, but it will increase the Bitcoin that we can later sell at a profit again. After executing a buy order, the bot will place a sell order one level above. If the price now increases again and hits the sell level, the bot will make profit by selling Bitcoin again at a higher price. The bot will now continuously generate profit as long as the price stays within the specified price range. What happens if the price leaves the range? Well, if the price goes above the upper limit, then the bot will continuously sell Bitcoin in a profit on the way up, leaving us only with USDT. If you have no take profit defined, then the bot will wait until the price goes back into the range and continue to operate normally. If you have a take profit defined, then the bot will automatically stop once the take profit is reached. If the price goes below the lower limit, then the bot will continue to buy Bitcoin on the way down, only leave us with Bitcoin if the price goes below the lower limit. If you don't have a stop loss defined, the bot will simply wait until the price goes back into the range again. If you have a stop loss defined and it is reached, then the bot will stop and sell all Bitcoin back into USDT. Because your average price of Bitcoin is higher than what you're selling it for, hitting the stop loss will always incur a small loss. How big the loss is depends on how steep the price fell. For example, if the price is currently sitting at $22,000 and then instantly goes down to your stop loss, the loss will be bigger than if the price goes down slowly and fills some buy orders on the way down as well. I always recommend using a stop loss to avoid a bigger loss if the price continues to go down. In a case where the stop loss is hit, it's always better to wait and see if the price builds a new range and then starting a new bot with the new range. And even if the price goes back into your original range, you can simply create a new bot with your old range. If you want to create GridBots, I highly recommend using Pionex. Pionex has 6 different types of GridBots available, making it the most diverse platform out there. Pionex also has one of the lowest fees on the market with only 0.05%. That's 50% less than the fees on the biggest exchange, Binance. To create the GridBot, simply go to Trade and then click Create next to Grid Trading Bot. Here we are greeted with the AI strategy, which automatically suggests optimal settings that were backtested for the past 7, 30 or 180 days. We select the 7-day backtested AI settings, the profit over the past 7 days was 2.26%, which would be 118% every year, with the maximum drawdown, which is the maximum loss from the peak, only being 1.61%. Of course, if you select the lower time frame, like 7 or 30 days, the grid bot is more likely to stop sooner than choosing 180 days. Let's say we want to use the AI specified settings, but also want to add a take profit and stop loss. For this, we can simply copy the parameters to the manual parameters. Now, if you want, you can also change the price range and grids as well as the total investment. If you expand the advanced settings, you can enter the stop loss and take profit, which on Pionex is called close bot at. With the trigger price, you can specify when the bot should start. For example, if you don't want the bot to start immediately, but only if the price reaches $20,000, then you can specify this as your trigger price. Because of the high volatility in crypto assets, the price where the orders are placed can be different than the price that you actually get. With the slippage control, you can control how far the prices can be apart from each other. The grid mode defines how grids will be spread across the range. By specifying geometric, all grids will be placed at the same percentage from each other, while arithmetic means all grids will be placed at the same price from each other. By selecting geometric, you can see that the profit per grid is fixed at 0.54%, whereas the profit per grid changes to a range from 0.48% to 0.6% by using arithmetic. You can also choose whether to only use USDT or use both currencies to invest in the bot. Once all settings are input, you can click on Create and see how the initial funds will be distributed on your range. If you're okay with this, simply click on Continue. Now it will take a couple of seconds to create the grid bot, and then it will be shown on your trading bot's overview. By clicking on Detail, you can see an overview of the bot. First of all, you can see the grid profit, which is the total profit that has been made by buying at one grid and selling at another, and the unrealized profit, which is the total profit of your position. In this case, we started the bot on Bitcoin, and because the price of Bitcoin since then has gone up, but we haven't sold everything, we have an unrealized profit. On the right, you can also see the current allocation between Bitcoin and USDT, as well as your average price of Bitcoin. On placed orders, you can see all the orders that are placed by the bot. Transactions will show you all transactions made by the bot, and parameters will show you an overview of your specified parameters with an option to change them as well. After a bot has been started, you can also add more money to it, edit the price range, or release the profit. For now, let's keep it running and have a look at the other grid bots. Like I mentioned in the beginning, Pionex offers 6 different types of grid trading bots, so let's take a look at the others as well. Instead of using grid bots to accumulate more USDT, we can use reverse grid bots to earn more Bitcoin. When using bots, we always use a quote and base currency. The base currency of Bitcoin against USDT would be Bitcoin and the quote currency USDT. On grid bots, we typically aim to accumulate more of the quote currency, but with reverse grid bots, we can accumulate more of the base currency. The only difference to a normal grid bot is that the take profit and stop loss are reversed. The stop loss on a reverse grid bot is placed above the upper limit, and the bot will automatically stop and convert all your quote currency into the base currency, so in this case all USDT into Bitcoin, and the take profit is placed below the lower limit, where the bot will automatically stop, only leaving you with Bitcoin. The goal of a reverse grid bot is to accumulate as much cryptocurrencies as you can. The leverage grid bot works exactly the same as the normal grid bot, but with the addition that you can leverage your investment. Leveraging means you can borrow money from Pionex to multiply your profits. For example, if you only have $1,000 in your account, you could create a leverage grid bot using a 5x leverage to trade with $5,000. You would use your own $1,000 and borrow $4,000 from Pionex. The only two differences between a leverage grid and a normal grid are the interest rate and liquidation price. You see, Pionex doesn't lend you the money for free, but instead you have to pay a daily interest rate of the borrowed funds that will be automatically deducted from your grid bot profit. This puts even more pressure on the performance of your grid bot, because if it doesn't perform well enough, there is a chance you're just going to lose money. When using leverage, your position can also get liquidated, meaning that all of your invested funds will be lost. If you set up a leverage grid bot with $1,000, a 5x leverage and the price range between 20,000 and 25,000 with 100 grids, then your estimated liquidation price will be $19,409. This means once this price is reached, you will lose your entire $1,000. Leverage grip bots can leverage the profit, but are also way riskier to use than normal grip bots, so please be careful when using them. Reverse grip bots can also be leveraged. Instead of multiplying the USDT that the grip bot will earn, you can multiply the amount of Bitcoin that the grip bot will earn. Of course, as with the normal leverage grip bot, always consider the daily interest rate and liquidation price. Next up are margin grip bots. Margin grip bots can be used when markets are rising or when markets are falling. Let's say we are currently holding Bitcoin and the markets are rising, but we want to increase our returns. With margin grip bots, we can mortgage our Bitcoin and borrow USDT to run the grid bot. Because the markets are rising, the price of our mortgaged Bitcoin is increasing, while the grid bot is also earning profit. If markets are falling, instead of mortgaging your Bitcoin, you can mortgage your USDT to borrow Bitcoin and then run the grid bot, which is the same as shorting Bitcoin. Because the market is falling, your grid bot will earn you more Bitcoin, and returning the borrowed Bitcoin has also become cheaper, which further increases the Bitcoin profit that has been made. Of course, with margin grid bots also comes the risk of liquidation, so be careful when selecting a higher margin. Last but not least, Pionex also offers so-called infinity grid bots. These bots are made to run for, well, infinity. You only define a lower limit and profit per grid, and Pionex will take care of the rest. Here's an example of how this bot works. Let's say you create an infinity grid bot with the lowest price at $9,000, profit per grid at 1%, and a total investment of $500. The current price of Bitcoin is at $10,000. Once started, the bot will immediately buy Bitcoin for $450 and will keep $50 in USDT in case the price falls. The bot will then make sure that the value of the Bitcoin will always be $450. If the price increases by 1% to $10,100, the value of your Bitcoin will also increase from $450 to $454.5. To remain at a value of $450, the bot will sell $4.5 of Bitcoin, increasing your USDT from $50 to $54.5. If the price continues to increase by 1%, the bot will again sell some Bitcoin to remain at a value of $450 while increasing your USDT balance. If the price starts falling and your Bitcoin value decreases, the bot will also make sure that the value starts at $450 by buying more Bitcoin at a lower price. Whatever the price does, the Infinity Grid bot will make sure that the value of your Bitcoin always stays the same, and whenever there is a change, you will make a small profit. The bot will keep doing this infinitely as long as the price stays above your lower limit. Of course, if you specify a stop loss or a take profit, the bot might stop sooner. If you want to find out how to even make more profit with Pionex trading bots, then check out this video right here.